shoe. That sounds good. Hello. Perfect. Works out here, too.
Please find the emergency exit that's closest to your seats. If the fire alarm sounds, please proceed quickly and orderly to the nearest emergency exit. Good evening, hockey fans. Make sure you visit the Wolves Den tonight to check out the newest Watertown Wolves merchandise and swag. Also, make sure to stop over at our Booster Club table tonight and pick up your Choco-Pucks for tonight's Choco-Puck contest, sponsored by Massey's Furniture Bar. That'll take place during our second intermission. Also, fans, if you're looking for an alcoholic beverage this evening, wine and beer are served at our beer trailer. That's brought to you by Eagle Beverages. You must be 21 years of age or older to purchase an alcoholic beverage, and please, ladies and gentlemen, drink responsibly. Parents, please be advised that if you see a red letter R on the seat that you're sitting in, that seat is reserved for one of our season ticket holders. If you hold a general admission ticket to tonight's game, we ask that you find general admission seating.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Watertown Municipal Arena. We get set for tonight's matchup between your Watertown Wolves and the visiting Danbury HatTricks. These teams have met 6 times already this season. The Wolves lead the series 4-2. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight in Watertown. My name is Jeff Barrett. I'll take you through all your action here this evening. Standing over to my right, as he is in each and every week, that is Eric Thorstein from Thunder Force Media on our cameras and production work. Again, we want to welcome you in on this special Wednesday night meeting between Danbury and Watertown. These two teams, as we said, they've met 6 times. They've had some close games. The Wolves have scored 24 goals against Danbury on the season. Danbury has 21 goals against Watertown. The Wolves again continue to lead the league with 61 points and a .847 win percentage. Danbury coming into the night, they're third in the standings in the FVHL with 46 points and a .590 win percentage. Wolves 21-3 on the season, including 12 wins in a row. Last Wolves loss came on December 8th, and it was to these HatTricks in Danbury. Final score was 4-1. Wolves coming off a 6-3 win over Binghamton last Saturday night. Danbury's last outing was a 10-7 win, also over Binghamton. That was on last Saturday. Wolves averaging 5.5 goals per game. Danbury averaging 4.7. So we'll get a quick look at our starting lineups here tonight from the barn in Watertown, New York. For the visiting Danbury HatTricks here this evening, Kodiak White Duck's going to get the start on left wing. The right side, that'll be Nicole Levesque. And then starting at center will be Tobias Ojic. On the left defensive side, John McDonald's going to get the start. Steve Brown will go on the right side. And in between the pipes for Danbury here this evening, Frankie McClendon, who comes in with a 3-5-2 record and a 4.77 goals against average. Watertown's going to start Alexander Jemayev on the left wing. Right side, that'll be Ahmed Mahfouz is going to get the start over on the right side. At center, it'll be Justin McDonald getting the nod to go at center. Left defense will be Josh LaBelle. And on the right side, Lane King will get the start. In goal for Watertown tonight, Luke Cohen's going to go. He's 2-0 on the year with a 3.50 goals against average. Well, the Wolves getting ready to be introduced to the home crowd here this evening. I do apologize. You may hear me stop talking every so often and or covering up the mic or actually turning it off here. I'm still dealing with a sinus and a lung issue that I've been battling for quite a while. It started to get a little bit better, and then it seemed to decide to come back on me, and sometimes it's hard to talk, hard to get a good breath, especially when I get excited, so I may be stopping every so often. I do apologize for that. If I happen to cough on the mic, I am very sorry for that, but we'll try to get through this evening. And then we aren't going to see the Wolves for a couple of weeks. They will be off for a week or 2 weeks, then they're going to be on the road for an extended trip, so it'll be a while before they're back here in Watertown. So before we get into tonight's game, we will turn you over to Hounds announcer Brian Hunsiger here in Watertown. He just about wrapped up with the introduction of the starters for the hometown here this evening. And then we will get the national anthem and we'll get started here this evening. once again, welcome inside the Watertown Municipal Arena as the Watertown Wolves, the first place Watertown Wolves, get ready to host the visiting Danbury HatTricks here tonight in the FPHL on this Wednesday evening. Our officials for tonight's game, our referees are Mike Mahaney and Steve Cook. Our linesmen, Marty Heiser and Dave Zarniak. As is with the Wolves coming in, 12-game win streak. They haven't lost since December 8th, and that was to these HatTricks in Danbury, Connecticut. So both teams making their way out onto the rink. We get ready to kick off our action here this evening. One more time, I want to thank you for joining us. My name is Jeff Barrett. Eric Thorstein next to me on the camera. And my special guest statistician tonight, my granddaughter, Aubrey Thurston, joining us up here on our perch above the ice. Puck dropped. Nicola Levesque going to get it back to Brown. Brown slides it back to Levesque. Tried to slide it forward. Jemayev took that one away. Got into the HatTricks end, but sent right back out by McDonald. John McDonald sent it forward. Wolves control their own end. Lane King to Josh LaBelle, near side. Got it to Jemayev, who tipped it forward. McDonald couldn't get it out of the zone for Watertown, so it's controlled back in. King has it. He'll slide it to McDonald. McDonald comes through center ice. Tried to poke it forward to Mafuz. Puck stays in the offensive end. Mafuz controls left-hand side. Goes right to the front of the goal. Had it taken away by Brown. And sent all the way out. Get behind the defense. And a quick shot coming. Dustin Jessow somehow got in behind the defense and got a decent shot off, but he missed the goal. Jemayev tried to drag it to the front of the goal. Steve Brown takes him off, able to slip it out to the near side, controlled by Jackson. Jackson drops it here for Jessow. Jessow steps inside the zone. He'll get taken off by Coachman. And then a quick centering pass. That one turned aside. Mafuz is able to dump it to the offensive end. He'll just head off to the bench and get a change here. Cole McKechnie in there for checking for Watertown. Picks up the puck. Tried to turn it around. Coming back the other direction. Kuznetsov carried in the offensive end. Broke up there. McKechnie's going to wheel right back towards the offensive side. He'll skate down the left-hand side. Tried to go through the skates. Didn't get it through. And it's controlled by Danbury. Comes out on the near side. Out through center. Controlled by Bonnell. Or Bonnell, excuse me. Gordy Bonnell had it, slid it all the way in, and it does come back out to center ice. Bonnell's going to control there, slides it all the way across ice, missed a pass on the way in, put it behind White Duck, so the Wolves will control behind. Puck came right out in front, they score! Centering pass to Nicola Levesque, and he's going to one-time it 5-hole on Brendan Koganen very quickly. The visitors are going to get on the board here at 2:06 of period number 1. Nicola Levesque's going to poke it home. Luke Cohen had a hard time finding that one coming out of the corner, and Levesque very quickly unloaded the one-timer and beat him 5-hole. Wolves control the face-off. Brandon Day into the offensive end. Tried to get a drop pass. That was intercepted by Tobias Ojic. That goes all the way to the corner. Comes back around near side. Controlled by French. French slid it out. Does get it out of the zone. Levesque chases far side. Ojic came out, but the Wolves able to send it right back in. Skips over the stick of Frankie McClendon, starting keeper tonight for the HatTricks. Puck right back the other way. Jessow had it poked off the end of his stick. Ojic goes to get it. Mikhail Brigent breaks that up for Watertown and able to lift it out far side. Got it to Maxime Guillon. Guillon tried to go left to right. Quick shot! Brandon Day's going to score! Maxime Guillon brought it left to right and put it right back across the front of the goal. And Day able to take advantage, and he'll go one time top shelf, and the Wolves knot it right back up. 2:49 of the period. Just 43 seconds later, the Wolves make it 1-1 on a goal by Brandon Day. Brandon Day, that will be goal number 6 for him on the season. And the other goal, as we said, Nikola Levesque, the other end, also his 6th goal of the 2022 season here. Puck to the far side, controlled by Brown. He'll come out on the near half board, lifts it towards center, pass too far for anybody in a white jersey, so the Wolves are able to go back, pick it up. LaBelle's going to stop it near side, got it to Jemayev. Jemayev off the glass, tried to lift it to McDonald. Brown sent it right back the other direction. Puck lifted towards the HatTricks end. Brown knocked it down. Jemayev took it away from him. Brown got it right back again, and he'll lift that into the offensive end, and we'll get an icing call. Gordy Bunnell not quick enough to get there, and he'll get beat back to the puck by Josh LaBelle, and the face-off will come all the way to the other end. 16-17 remaining period, number 1, and we got 2 goals already, 1 goal apiece. Justin McDonald into the face-off circle for Watertown against Corey Anderson. McDonald wins that one back. Lane King keeps it in the zone, sends it on goal. That hit a body, went to the corner. Jemayev controls far side, gets picked back, and now it gets by the stick of Ahmed Mahfouz, but Josh LaBelle able to race back, pick that one up there, and we will get another icing call. And just as I said that, we're going to have a power play already for the Danbury HatTricks, and I do apologize, missed the hand signal from the official. We get the official announcement on there. So face off in the Watertown end, controlled by Justin Coachman. He got it to LaBelle. LaBelle able just to send that one the length of the ice. So Lane King's going to get 2 minutes for interference at the 4-minute mark, exactly at the 4-minute mark. So puck on the far side, huge hit. Corey Anderson gets taken down by Justin Coachman, to the delight of the fans here in Watertown on this Wednesday evening. Puck controlled in behind, gathered up by Johnny Ruiz, the captain. He'll skate out from behind, comes towards center, goes cross ice to Jessau. Jessau lifting it all the way to the corner. Levesque controls the near side. Now we got a player down on the ice, far side for the Watertown Wolves, and we do have a penalty coming to the Danbury HatTricks. So just as quickly as they went on the power play, they're going to be shorthanded, as Dustin Jessau is now going to sit down. High sticking will be the call. So Dustin Jessau will sit down, 2 minutes up on the board. Two-minute minor to Jessau, so face-off coming to the Danbury end. Tobias Ojak into the face-off circle against McDonald. McDonald control for Watertown. Got it back to Mahfouz, who sent it across. McDonald tried to touch it up. He'll control far side. Got it back to Mahfouz in the slot. Sent it back across. That one intercepted by Kuznetsov. Sent all the way to the corner. Wolves controlling far side. Just inside, quick shot coming. Popped right up into the air. McClendon lost sight of it, but then able to gather it up and squared away by Dimitri Daniluk as he took it off to the side. Said McClendon lost sight of it. Puck out near side, Mahfouz controls. Got it to McDonald. McDonald down the far side, had it poked off his stick, kept it on, and he kept it to Coachman. Coachman tried to send a shot through. That hit Corey Anderson, and then goes to the corner. Now goes to the far side, controlled by McDonald. He'll wheel with it. Puck taken away on the far side. Dmitry Kuznetsov comes skating from left to right. He'll come down just into the offensive end. He'll go for a change. 5 seconds left, and then the Wolves are going to get a power play here. It'll be a 46-second man advantage for Watertown. King comes out of the box, out onto the ice. Maxime Guillaume drags the puck into the offensive end. Had it poked to the side, but he goes back, gets it himself. Got it over to Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo wheels behind. He and Brown have a collision. Brown takes him down to the ice. Puck comes squirting out, but then sent right back to the corner. McDonald control, tried to get it back to the near side. Guillaume had it. Now the long outlet pass far side. Jemayev too far for him to get to with 16 seconds left in the man advantage. Jemayev races right back to the offensive side. Jemayev went around, carries it through, gave it to Mafuz. Mafuz just going to send it in front of the goal, knocked down by Justin McDonald. McDonald wheeled with it, and then falling down on the far side was Jemayev, and racing back the other way, Nikola Levesque down the far side, drags it to the front of the goal, tried to get it back to Jessel. That taken away as we're back to all even. Jessel lets a shot go. That's going to go off the stick and up and out of play. 13:04 remaining period. Number one, we got a timeout on the ice.
We're looking for tonight's lucky number for the Whitesboro Cross-Up Shootout Contest. That's coming up here in our first intermission. We're looking at program for lucky number 113. 113 is tonight's lucky number in your advanced business systems lucky number program. 113. You like that? Shootout. You can report to our penalty box area anytime between now and the first period. We're ready on the ice during our first intermission, and you can win a brand new glove.
Well, almost 7 minutes gone in period number one, tied up at 1 goal apiece between the Watertown Wolves and the Danbury HatTricks. The Wolves able to outshoot Danbury 4-1 so far. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play opportunities. Face off to the right of Luke Cohen, the far circle. Out of the timeout, the official fixing some ice right in front of the Watertown bench, so he extended the timeout. Now we get ready to go back to action. Johnny Ruiz for Danbury into the face-off circle against Colin Chamelka. Ruiz won the face-off, got a quick shot off. Jess out controlled near side. Puck comes out to Aaron Atwell. Atwell fires a shot. That hit Colin Chamelka right on the leg, and then controlled in the corner. Ruiz had it for a second, lost control. Chamelka comes out the near side, poked away by Aaron. It was Aaron Atwell that poked it away. Ruiz got it back to the offensive end, but Watertown able to pick it back up. Puck was sent cross ice. The centering pass was broke up by Dustin Jessau. Got it back into the offensive end for the HatTricks. Now they reel back into their own end to set up their offense from there. Atwell controlling. Puck onto the side of the goal. Luke Cohen going to settle it down there. He'll leave it for Nolan Soketka. Soketka skates out on the right-hand side, looks up ice. Long centering pass for Chamelka. Chamelka got it back onto the stick. Very quickly got it to Yannick Tifu. Yannick Tifu just signing a week ago with the Watertown Wolves. There's a guy that has been around. I sounded like Chris Collinsworth on that one. He said, here's a guy. Anyway, my granddaughter's laughing at me. Yannick Tifu, the guy's been everywhere. He's played the AHL, ECHL. He's been all over. He's a grizzled old veteran. You say that. He's 37 years old, so I guess he would be old by hockey age, but deciding to sign with Watertown, his second time in a blue sweater here this evening for Watertown. Puck around the near side, get up onto the rail. He's going to roll all the way back towards the offensive end, gathered up deep in the zone is Bryce French. He'll hold on to it. Tried to clear the zone. Jemayeff able to keep it in, sends it back to the corner. McDonald controls in the corner, sends it cross ice. Lane King, near point, sends it back. Tried to get it to McDonald. It was deflected. McDonald ended up with it. Then he got it to Jemayeff, comes back to McDonald. He'll wheel in behind. Puck taken away by Anderson. He was able to get it to McDonald, and then out of the zone down the far side. Bunnell tried to get it to the front of the goal. That broke in up, but able to stay in. Ojek kept it in the zone, and he'll take a run at Lane King. King controls it, not out of the zone, and now McDonald will carry for Watertown. French had it, slid it all the way into the Watertown end, and gives chase, but Lane King will hold on to it there. White Duck all over him. King dropped it back for LaBelle, got it back to King. Now Guillaume looks to go down the right-hand side. Day trailing him for Watertown. Guillaume lets his shot go. That's going to hit a skate, get way up into the netting, and we get another stoppage in play. 10:35 remaining the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Each team netting early goals here, just 43 seconds apart. Tobias Ojek is going to get tossed to the circle, so skating in will be Kodiak White Duck against Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo controlled. Puck goes in deep, comes right back out in front. Rocco DiCostanzo scores! Pass from behind, Rocco DiCostanzo standing right on their doorstep, slides it home, and the Wolves take a 1-goal lead. So Rocco DiCostanzo, an even strength effort, makes it 2-1 in favor of Watertown. Ruiz controls off the draw, right back in his own end. Puck comes out to center. Tifu had it, got taken off. And the puck goes all the way back deep into the Thunderbird zone. Controlled by Ruiz, got it to the near side. Pass for Jesson was too far to get to. Atwell has to come back, pick it up, drops it over the near side. Daniluk has it, gave it back to Atwell on the far side. Atwell to Daniluk. Daniluk got a shot go. Coachman redirected that one to the side, then he'll gather up the loose change, slides it out to Cole McKechnie. McKechnie to the offensive end, slides the puck towards the front of the goal, and controlled it there by Chamelka. Chamelka has it taken away. Daniluk has it in the corner. He'll control it there, tried to slide it out in front, got it out to Brett Jackson. Jackson just slides it out of the zone. Gordy Bunnell goes and gets it, drops it back to the near side. Giving chase was Corey Anderson. Anderson just went awkwardly into the boards. Looks like he may have caught a skate, and he went in kind of hard and awkwardly. It looks like he is okay. Gordy Bunnell skating back towards the Danbury bench, and you can see him a couple of times taking a look back at his skates, looking down at him, I should say, as we get a timeout on the ice. Our under 10 media timeout. A short break here in Watertown, 9:17 remaining in period number 1. So out of the timeout, face-off coming to the near circle. 9:17 left, period number 1. McDonald controls for the HatTricks. He'll send it in deep behind. Puck taken away by the Wolves. Josh LaBelle has it behind. Bunnell went in, took the puck right back, tried to get a quick shot off, but Justin McDonald controls for Watertown. But now all over him. Now he'll lift it to Jemayeff near side. Jamea sent that cross ice. That was broken up by Anderson. Puck stays right in the middle of the ice. Now it's going to get sent all the way down, and an icing call will be made. So the goal officially at 9:31, Rocco DiCostanzo from Brandon Day and Mikkel Pergent. That makes it 2-1 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Interesting fact, a week or so ago, the Wolves were here for a 3-game homestand last weekend against the Carolina Thunderbirds. Carolina outshot Watertown every night of that 3-game series, but the Wolves obviously able to score all 3 wins. Tonight, the Wolves on the other flip side of that, out shooting Danbury in the early going. Atwell got it to Levesque. He shoots and scores! Aaron Atwell got it to Nikola Levesque. He just lets a wicked shot go, and it looked like Cohen got a piece of it, but it dropped right behind him and just tumbled into the goal, almost in a slow motion fashion. And they're going to knot it up 2 goals apiece as the Danbury HatTricks are right back into it with a goal quickly. As I said, Nikola Levesque, his second goal of the evening. That's going to be goal number 7 for Levesque. Back to action, puck down into the Danbury end, controlled by Aaron Atwell. Wolves controlling offensive end of the ice. Big collision in the corner. The puck does squirt out. Levesque steps in front of the shot from Cudmore. That one go right into the glove of Frankie McClendon. We get a stoppage in play. Blake Cudmore just added to the Watertown roster a week ago, seeing action for the second time with the Watertown Wolves. Did play the other night down in Binghamton. Puck controlled far side. Jessow sends it over to center ice. Too far for Ruiz, so the Wolves send it right back the other direction. Steve Brown will give chase. He'll pick it up in his own end deep in the hat-trick side. Ruiz goes cross ice for Jessow. Jessow picks it up, comes left to right, drops it on the near side. Tried to get it to Jackson. Jackson sent it back across. Quick shot coming, that from out at the far point from Daniluk. Controlled on the far side. DiCostanzo tried to slide along, now it's intercepted. Maxime Guillon will control for Watertown. Steps inside the offensive zone. Walks right up, lets a quick shot go that high above the goal. And now kicked along by Nolan Saketka. Stays in the offensive end. Came back to Guillon, lets a shot go. That hit a body in front, never got all the way through. And then it's lifted all the way back. Coachman can't get to it. Bunnell gets in behind the defense, couldn't control it. Puck stays in the offensive end for Danbury. Far side, quick shot coming off the stick of Dmitry Kuznetsov. That one is gathered up by Luke Cohen, and we get a stoppage in play. Face off, far side. Puck got lifted up into the area, into the rafters here, and we'll get another quick stoppage. .644 remaining period number 1 from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Quick shot from Kuznetsov goes to the right-hand side. Gathered up by LaBelle for Watertown. Tried to get it out to Yannick Tifu. Slid that one forward. Jamelka pokes it to the offensive end. Gives chase. Drags it to the front of the goal. He shoots and scores! And that's going to be the quietest goal you're ever going to hear in Watertown. I don't think the fans even realize Well, Colin Chamelka thought he had a goal. I thought he had a goal. Everybody in the building was right other than the two of us. He was celebrating down there. But the puck obviously got up and out of play. Now a quick shot from Watertown. So the official announcement, no goal here. Stays in. Yannick Tifo knocks it down. Able to get it back, sends it to the corner. Now he'll go get his own rebound. He'll get taken to the boards, got it out to LaBelle, far side. He'll send it to Lane King. King backs it out to Jemayeff at the far point. Jemayeff sends that one forward. He'll pay for it. And then it comes out to Josh LaBelle. LaBelle able to kick it forward, but then it comes back to Levesque. Levesque's going to lift that out of the zone, and a chase for the puck on the far side. Kodiak White Duck going to gather it up, sends it in behind the Watertown goal, but the Wolves will control there. Josh LaBelle is going to come out the near side, comes through center, sends it to Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz all the way back to Jemayeff. Pass was behind him. Jemayeff had to come back, but Jessau controls. He'll go across ice, gets it to John McDonald. McDonald down the far side for Danbury. Tried to slide it to the front of the goal. Jemayeff near side takes the puck away, got it back to Mahfouz. Mahfouz to McDonald, back to Mahfouz, far side. Steps in, comes to the face-off circle on the far side, came back out, put it right back in front. Jemayeff goes cross-ice to McDonald, he scores! Jemayeff, the backhander across the front of the goal, and Justin McDonald's going to add to his goal. Justin McDonald at 14:50 is going to make it 3-2. For McDonald, his 27th goal of the year. McDonald continuing to lead the league in total points with 55. And part of that is also his league leading at 27 assists. And now with 27 goals, he also leads the league in plus minus with a plus 56. McDonald tried to get it to Jemayeff, broken up by Bunnell, but then Coachman took it right back for Watertown, and then he'll slide that one forward. McDonald couldn't poke it in the offensive end. Aaron Atwell controls. He'll go cross ice. The Wolves have to recoil back into their own end. Picking up the loose puck behind will be Justin McDonald. McDonald controls the captain. Far side goes out of the zone. Going to lift that one forward for Brandon Day. That broken up by Steve Brown and gets lifted right back towards the Watertown end, but Lane King will come right back the other direction. King down the right-hand side. Stops, puts the brakes on, and now tried to slide it to the front of the goal. That one broken up by Steve Brown. LaBelle able to keep it in the zone. Goes cross-ice to DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo plays it off the boards, wheels it off the boards himself to Brandon Day in behind. He poked it along, but Steve Brown's going to take it away, and then poked right out in front. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. Going to get a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be a high sticking on Maxime Guillaume. We'll wait for the official announcement. But it will be a high stick. So Guillaume's going to sit down for 2 minutes with 3:50 remaining in period number one. We got a timeout on the ice. Well, the official announcement here in the building, that is Justin McDonald's 200th career point as a professional. So congratulations to J-Mac. Justin McDonald, his 200th career point there with that goal. McDonald netting the goal at 14:50, assisted by Alexander Jemayeff and Ahmed Mahfouz. Face off far side out to the point. Ruiz controlled. Got it back to Jessau. Sent one through traffic. That rang off the pipe. Danbury able to keep it in the zone. Comes back out to Jessau at center ice. He'll come back towards the right-hand side. Now turns and retreats back through his own end. Tried to send it out. McKechnie broke that one up. Dropped it in to Chamelka. Tried to get it to McKechnie. Pass behind him. and now the HatTricks going to race right back the other direction. Anderson down, dropped the puck for Bunnell. Bunnell got it back to Ruiz with a big blast, and Luke Cohen's going to swallow that one up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 3:15 remaining in period number 1, a minute 25 left in the Max Guillaume penalty for high sticking. Faceoff's going to go to the far side, just to Luke Cohen's right-hand side. DiCostanzo into the circle against Anderson. Jessow sends it right back to the corner. Anderson has it, steps towards the front of the goal. Now he slides it back to Jessow at the point. Gives it to Ruiz, far side. Ruiz tries to slide it in front. That one broken up. Lane King able to skate with it. Now he'll just dump it down the ice. Ruiz controls the puck, got it back to Kuznetsov, near side. Kuznetsov lets a shot go. Cohen's going to cover that one, and we get another quick stoppage in play. 2:33 remaining in period number 1, 44 seconds left in the Danbury man advantage. Again, I do want to apologize. I will keep turning off the mic periodically here tonight or covering it up. Instead, still dealing with the sinus issue and lung issue, so it does make it tough to breathe sometimes, so I have to, I probably make some weird noises in my throat, so try to cover that up. DiCostanzo took it to the front of the goal, had it taken away before he could get there. Now battle for the loose puck in behind. Aaron Atwell on the back of Amid Mahfouz. Mahfouz keeps pushing it along. It'll come back out to the near side. Gathered up there by Steve Brown. Back to Aaron Atwell. Now Atwell sends it out near side. Kuznetsov gains the zone. Right-hand side. It takes a huge hit from Justin Coachman. Kuznetsov gets taken down. Puck controlled by Ojic. Far side. Got it right back in front. Kuznetsov just missed above the goal. Rebound out far side. Comes back all the way cross ice. Kuznetsov drops McDonald. We're back to all even. Kuznetsov steps up, lets his shot go. That one saved by Cohen and then swiped away by Lane King. Maxime Guillaume back onto the ice, goes right back the other direction. Got it back to Justin McDonald. McDonald backhanded it. That one turned aside by McClendon and set him back out. Lane King controlling near side. Poked that one along, stays in the zone. Justin McDonald has it, digs down into the corner, goes back in, got it to Tifu. Tifu swings out to the front of the goal, lets his shot go. McClendon's going to glove that one, and we get a stoppage in play. 1:08 remaining in the opening period here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. So the faceoff's going to come to the near side. McDonald against Ruiz. McDonald won that one back. Got it to Guillaume. Guillaume wheels to the half board near side. He'll stop, turn with it, try to get it back, and that one taken away. We head right back the other direction. Jackson goes down the left-hand side, lets a shot go. That hits a stick and gets up and out of play. Jackson with a nasty little wrister from about 15 feet out on the left-hand side. And it hit a stick right in front. We get another stoppage with 50.1 seconds left in the opening period here at Watertown. Cole McKechnie in the face-off circle against Anderson. Anderson won that one, brought it right to the front of the goal that time. Kuznetsov gathers up loose change. Far side turning. Slaketka all over him. Now Kuznetsov skates all the way across, sent it to the front of the goal. That hit a body and tried to get it out of the zone, but Anderson kept it in. Atwell got it right back to Bunnell, standing right on the doorstep. Again, a quick shot, turned aside. Atwell one more time will keep it in, lets another shot go, and Cohen's going to get a piece of that, and it's going to get up and out of play. So the Wolves not able to clear the zone. And Aaron Atwell with 3 opportunities to send it towards the front of the goal. So the face-off's going to come to the near circle, just to the left of Luke Cohen. Wolves are going to control the face-off. LaBelle behind with 8 seconds left. Sends it out, intercepted there, and then back into the Danbury end, and the horn will sound, and that'll bring an end to period number 1 here in Watertown. Well, a very entertaining period number 1 here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. Danbury got on the board at 2:06 of the period. Nicole Levesque with the goal, assisted by Kodiak White Duck. Even strength. That made it 1-0 in favor of the Danbury HatTricks. But then 43 seconds later, Brandon Day scores for Watertown, assisted by Maxime Guillon. That knotted it up at a goal apiece. The Wolves would take a brief lead at 9:31 of the period. Rocco DiCostanzo assisted by Brandon Day and Mikkel Bridgette. That made it 2-1 in favor of Watertown. But then at 11:37, Nicole Levesque able to send one back to the back of the net, assisted by Aaron Atwell. That made it 2-2. Watertown would take the lead back at 14:50 of the period. Justin McDonald, his 27th goal of the year, assisted by Alexander Jemayev and Ahmed Mahfouz. That made it 3-2 in favor of Watertown. Watertown outshoots Danbury 11-10 for the period, and on power plays, Danbury 0 for 2 on the extra man, Watertown 0 for 1. So 3-2 after 20 minutes of play here in Watertown. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go away. Watertown Wolves hockey. We'll be back in a minute. Well, welcome back to the Watertown Municipal Arena. We get set for period number 2 between the Watertown Wolves and the visiting Danbury HatTricks here this evening. Wolves have a 3-2 lead after 20 minutes of play. My name is Jeff Barrett. I want to thank you for joining us here once again. Standing to my right, Eric Thorstein on the camera as we get ready to bring you period number 2. Wolves getting goals, period number 1 from Justin McDonald, Brandon Day, and Rocco DiCostanzo, and the Danbury HatTricks, a pair of goals from Nicola Levesque. So Alexander Jemayev sits in third in points for the Watertown Wolves, actually for the Federal Hockey League, with 47 points. He's got 22 goals and now 26 assists, and he is second in the league in plus-minus with a plus 36. Flip side of that, Johnny Ruiz for the HatTricks leads the league in the power play goals. We look at a couple of leaders throughout the FPHL. These same two teams are going to meet up this Friday night in the Danbury Arena in Danbury, Connecticut. Puck will drop at 7 o'clock on Friday evening. The Wolves won't play again until February 2nd in Binghamton, so an extended break for the Watertown Wolves. Danbury will travel to Binghamton this Saturday, and then a week from tomorrow they will be back home on the 28th to take on the Carolina Thunderbirds. Danbury controls the offensive end. Levesque skates all the way around behind. Josh LaBelle takes him off the puck. McDonald poked it along. It came right back to Levesque. Tried to get a centering pass. That one broken up. Alexander Jemayev controls for Watertown. Got it back to Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz goes right through the slot area. Lost it into the corner. French picks it up there for the HatTricks. Got it to Ojic. Ojic sends it cross ice. And Levesque will send that into the offensive end as the HatTricks go for a complete line change here. Wolves control in behind the goal. Justin Coachman holding onto the puck. Looks out to the right-hand side. Got it to Cole McKechnie. McKechnie slid that one. That was tipped all the way to the offensive end. Chamelka will give chase there. Atwell had it, but it's taken away by Yannick Tifu. And now it comes back outside the zone. And Coachman tried to drag it back in, touched it, and we get an offside. So faceoff's going to come right in front of our vantage point up here in the landing just outside the booth. Lifted high off the glass. Jessel drags it out of the zone. He'll skate down the left-hand side. Tried to slide it towards the front. McKechnie broke that one up. McKechnie goes in behind, had it poked away by Brett Jackson. Now goes out on the far side. Chamelka back to Nolan Slaketka. Slaketka races down the right-hand or left-hand side. Wolves 3-on-2 opportunity. Slaketka tried to get it to the front of the goal. Didn't get there. Now a collision in behind. Two players down on the ice. That was a couple of HatTricks that got tangled up in behind and down on the ice. That is Aaron Atwell. Atwell, you could hear the collision up here from our vantage point, and we're a good 40 yards away from there. And Aaron Atwell hard into the boards behind the Danbury goal after a collision with one of his own players. And he is writhing down on the ice and looks like he's trying to get up to his elbows at least. The medical staff for the Watertown Wolves making their way out onto the ice. Lane King assisting one of our first responders here in Watertown. Aaron Atwell is up on all fours right now. He was able to get up onto his knees. He is gingerly trying to get back to his feet, and he is favoring his right leg, and he is up and will head back towards the Danbury locker room. And a nice hand from the fans here in Watertown. Aaron Atwell, a veteran of the FPHL. He's made a lot of trips in here to Watertown with a number of teams, and fans respect the talent and what a great player Aaron Atwell is, and showing their appreciation that he did get up and he will head back towards the Danbury locker room. So 18-10 remaining, period number 2. We're glad you could join us here in Watertown. As we said, they're going to be on an extended break after this. Going to get a couple of weeks off, won't be in action again until February the 2nd. And then after that, they will be on an extended road trip. So the fans in Watertown are going to have to watch a lot of FPHL hockey online, which you can do easily enough. Go to federalhockey.com. You can follow the links there or just search on YouTube for Watertown Wolves hockey. Outlet pass misses everybody. Cudmore went back to get it, left it for Purgent. Purgent back to Cudmore. Pass intercepted in behind the Watertown goal. Centering pass, nobody there. Steve Brown able to keep it in the zone, and then a quick shot off the stick of Corey Anderson. And Luke Cohen turns that one aside. We'll get a stoppage in play. So faceoff's going to come to the far side. Anderson into the circle for Danbury against Cole McKechnie. Lane King controls for Watertown. Long outlet pass. Tipped ahead by Chamelka. Gets it in the offensive end. He and Steve Brown going for the loose puck. Gets poked along to the far corner. McKechnie races in, picks it up there. Gets tangled up in behind with Anderson. Quick shot coming off the stick of Colin Chamelka right in front. That one turned aside by Frankie McClendon. Now it comes out to the near side. Gets poked along. Anderson's going to take the puck away. He'll lift that to the offensive end, and he'll go for a change. Luke going out of his goal. Leaves it there for Josh LaBelle. LaBelle tips it forward to Yannick Tifu. Tifu steps inside the zone, goes down the side, dropped it for Brandon Day right in front. Day couldn't get a shot off, then he'll have a collision with the goal and take that off its mooring, and we'll get a stoppage in play. 17:01 remaining, second period. Wolves enjoying a 3-2 lead over the visiting Danbury HatTricks. Face off far side. Brandon Day able to tip it forward, was controlled there by Tobias Ojic. He was able to get that out to neutral ice area. Wolves gather it up. Slaketka tried to backhand it, hit Nicola Levesque with it. Puck's going to come all the way back to the Watertown end. Luke Cohen comes out, settles it down, and with a bunch of white jerseys crashing in, Cohen's going to think better of that, hold on to it. And we get another stoppage in play. The face-off will go to the far side. Luke Cohen's just to his left. Slaketka will control. Got it cross ice to Maxime Guillaume. Guillaume down the right-hand side, lifts it to the corner, and then he'll give chase. Brandon Day will pick it up for Watertown. Got it back to Max Guillaume in behind the goal. Guillaume had to dance around Dimitri Daniluk, couldn't get it out, gets it out to the point now. Justin Coachman's just going to send that one back in. Rocco DiCostanzo will give chase. Wheels on the corner, had to avoid the check, and then he's going to get held there. And the Wolves here, or the fans here, I should say, very upset, thought they had a holding call there. Nothing coming from it. So Justin Coachman controls, slides it forward. Brandon Day's going to tip it to the offensive end. And racing back to pick it up will be Steve Brown. He'll get it back to Ojic. Ojic got it to Jessau. Jessau lost control of it. And we'll head right back the other direction. Jemayev down the near side. Drags the puck to the corner. Lost it for a second. Now he get it back to Mafuz. Mafuz tried to get a centering pass to McDonald. That was broken up. And we'll go right back the other direction. Brett Jackson races to the offensive end, lets a shot go. Luke Cohen able to find that one. He'll cover it up. We get another stoppage in play. So 15:41 left, period number 2. Face off to the far side. Justin McDonald's going to skate in for the Watertown Wolves against Johnny Ruiz for the HatTricks. Face off one to the far point. gathered up by French. He'll send that one all the way in behind. Jessau controls, had it taken off his stick. Ruiz sends it back out to McDonald. McDonald went cross ice, tried to get it to French. French fanned on the shot. Now the centering pass broken up, and Ahmed Mahfouz controls for Watertown. Got it to McDonald. McDonald backhands it over to Jemayev. Jemayev gave it right back to him in a one-timer miss. McClendon able to get a foot down on it, and the HatTricks race back to the offensive side. Jessau goes to the front of the goal. He's going to get hauled down, and we're going to get a penalty here. Lane King going to get called for the trip as he got a stick around Dustin Jessau on his way to the goal. So tripping will be the call, and the HatTricks for the third time tonight will go on the power play. So Lane King's going to sit down, 2-minute minor for tripping. Faceoff comes to the near side. Corey Anderson into the circle for HatTricks against Cole McKechnie. Anderson won it back to Ruiz. Ruiz went cross ice to Jessau. Jessau back to Ruiz in the slot. Got it back to the near side. Levesque controls. Looks towards the goal. Gives it back to Ruiz. Ruiz rifled one. That hit Chemelka right on the leg. And Chemelka had to get up, shake that one off. Puck all the way back into the Thunderbirds' end. Controlled by Ruiz in behind his goal. He'll skate out on the right side. The captain for the Danbury HatTricks got it out, but Chemelka able to lift it right back the other direction. Ruiz kept it in there, though. Kept it at neutral ice, I should say. Now they'll go cross ice. Jessau steps inside the zone. Had it taken away, Chemelka. And now to McKechnie. Back to Chemelka. And the Wolves going to try to get a little rush here. Short-handed effort. And then we will get a whistle. Faceoff will come outside the zone. We'll get a timeout here, our first of three for period number 2. They're under 15 timeout, 1:13 left in the Danbury man advantage. Danbury so far tonight 0 for 3 on, or should we say 0 for 2 on power play opportunities. This is their third power play right now. Coming in tonight, the Danbury HatTricks have had 112 power play opportunities, 24 power play goals for a .214 scoring percentage. The Watertown Wolves, flip side of that, have been shorthanded 91 times. They've allowed 16 power play goals for a .824 penalty kill. So out of the timeout, faceoff's going to go to the far side, right in front of the Watertown bench, just outside the blue line. Rocco DiCostanzo in for Watertown against Tobias Ochik. Faceoff one controlled by Ahmed Mahfouz near side. Got it back to Coachman, and Coachman just lift that all the way down the ice with 1 minute remaining in the man advantage. That's off, send it near side. Tried to get it to Daniluk. Pass was behind him. So coming back to pick it up is John McDonald. Now he'll race out of the right-hand side. Got by Mahfouz, and that was broken up. And Rocco DiCostanzo was able to send that one back the length of the ice. Long outlet pass, broken up, controlled by LaBelle. LaBelle's just going to lift that into the offensive end. Frankie McClendon comes out, gloves it, and he's got Ahmed Mahfouz crashing right in on him. So McClendon is going to have to hold on to that one. We'll get another stoppage in play. 33 seconds left in the third power play opportunity tonight for the Danbury HatTricks. Got to say hello to my good buddy Neil Edgar down in Florida watching tonight's Watertown Wolves game. He's probably the biggest Wolves fan in Florida. Whenever he does make the trip back home up north, he does always stop and catch a couple of Wolves games if the opportunity presents itself. Dustin Jessau down the right side, skips it right past LaBelle, a nifty little move. But then McKechnie's going to take him off the puck. So Keka slides it out, kept in the zone by Ruiz. Came back to the near side to Anderson, passed too far in front of him. So the Wolves will control from there. Anderson keeps it in the zone. Power play is over. Quick shot from Anderson. That was knocked down by Sloketka. And then another quick shot and a save by Luke Cohen, and we get another stoppage in play. Faceoff's going to come outside the hat-trick zone. McKechnie against Ojic. Ojic won that one back for the HatTricks. Wolves control in their own end. No drop pass there for Yannick Tifu. Tifu's just going to wheel with it. Now he'll go cross ice to Chamelka. Chamelka looks forward. Got it back to Tifu near side. He'll step inside. Has to avoid the check. Controls it. Gets it back to the slot. LaBelle winds up. Lets a shot go. That hit a leg very hard onto Kodiak White Duck. White Duck able to keep going though. Puck come back out. Ojic tried to poke it forward. Now controlled by White Duck. Gets it to Levesque. Back to Ojic. Tried to get it back. Wolves intercepted that one. Lane King's going to race down to the left-hand side. Puts the brakes on. Gives it back to Tifu. Drop pass for Di Costanzo. Di Costanzo lets a shot go. Puck down on the ice, and it gets underneath Frankie McClendon. Rocco Di Costanzo trying to dig at it. McClendon got it underneath him. Not sure he actually knew where it was, but he, realizing the puck was underneath him, sprawled out flat on the ice, and we get a stoppage of play. .12:15 left, period number 2. Score continues to be 3-2 in favor of Watertown. This one's going to get lifted all the way out. Should be an icing call, and nope, they're going to wave it off. So it stays in the zone for the HatTricks. Came right out in front of the goal and gets poked way up into the air. Day had it. The Wolves racing back the other direction. Guillaume comes across the front. Now he'll stop. Wheels back on the half board. Cross ice to Di Costanzo. Di Costanzo had it hit a skate as he tried to slide it through the feet of Michael Lopez, and the puck goes right back the other direction. Wolves get it back, bring it out to center ice, knocked down by Ruiz on the outlet pass. Sends it across again to Jackson. Jackson tried to get it to him. They tried to get it back, and he lost it in his feet. Coachman controls. Tried to center it out, knocked down by Ruiz, stays in the offensive end. Pridgett has it, sends it all the way around, does come outside the zone. Steve Brown had to come back and get it, got it to Daniluk. He'll lift it in the offensive end, racing in. A quick shot coming! And that one turned aside by Luke Cohen. There was a big collision in behind. Puck back the other direction. Jemayev drags it to the front of the goal, lets a shot go, missed on the far side. Steve Brown goes to get it. Tapped it all the way back, but the Wolves keep it in. Lane King puts it in front of the goal. That one redirected. Lane King let one go from the point of Ed Mafouz. Got the redirect, and somehow that thing got popped in the air. Frankie McClendon able to get a glove on it, and we get another stoppage in play. McClendon, a beautiful save to keep it 3-2 here. The Wolves looked like they were going to have one there. McDonald's into the face-off circle for Watertown against Tobias Ojic. Ojic's going to win that one. Puck races out on the far side, gets dumped all the way into the Watertown end. Cohen out of his goal, sends it around. LaBelle gathers it up quickly, got it to McDonald. McDonald to Mafouz. Mafouz comes down, tries to slide it back. That hit a skate in front, and now it's controlled and sent off the glass out to center ice. LaBelle has it, sends it right back into the offensive end. Wolves were onside. So Mafouz races in, gets it. Jemayev poked it along. He and Ojic battle for the loose puck. Goes out to LaBelle, far side. King steps inside the blue line here. Lets a shot go. That one turned aside by Frankie McClendon. Popped up in the air. He'll glove that one. And we get a stoppage in play. Frankie McClendon able to get a stick on that, and it popped right up in front of his face. And he just swiped it out of the air with his glove. Getting a stoppage in play, 10:01 remaining, period number 2. So officially halfway through our contest here this evening. Wolves getting late changes here. side. Hit Steve Brown as he tried to center it. McKechnie controls, comes away with a loose puck in behind. He'll race out, gives it back to Coachman near side. Coachman puts it on goal. That hit a body. Tifu controls it in behind on the rebound for Watertown. He'll skate out to the near half board. Steve Brown keeps an eye on him. Tifu sends it back to the front of the goal. Jamelka gets the rebound and scores! Puck came right back out in front, and Colin Jamelka, just outside the blue ice, is going to lift that over a sprawling Frankie McClendon, and the Wolves make it 4-2. Colin Jamelka, goal number 11 on the season. So Jamelka goal 10-26 of the period. That makes it 4-2 Watertown. Face-off control comes back out to center ice. Gathered up by Lane King for Watertown. King back to his own end, sends it cross ice. That got redirected. Jamelka right back to the offensive side. Will have the puck near side on the half board. He'll go to the corner. Tifo has it. Got Jesso on his back. Jesso able to poke it away and skate out with it on the left-hand side. Jesso avoided a couple of checks, went to the front of the goal. Had it taken away and then lifted back out to center. Now it's controlled in the Danbury end, deep in their zone. Steve Brown has it for the HatTricks, gets it out to White Duck. Tried to get it back to Levesque. His pass too far. Levesque couldn't get to it. And now a centering pass gets broken up. And the HatTricks controlling the offensive end. Ojic let a shot go. Now Levesque all over the back of Kyler Delina. Delina's just going to lift it back into the offensive end. Delina back into the lineup for Watertown here this evening. Coachman waits for them to get inside, just sends it in on goal. Turned aside by McClendon. Ojic coming out of the zone, tried to get it out to the far side. Levesque's just going to send it to the offensive end. Luke Cohen out of the Watertown goal, settles the puck down, got it back. That came right back to Levesque, who let a shot go and easily turned aside by Luke Cohen. Now the battle for the loose puck in the corner. Justin Coachman in there along with Tobias Ojic. Centering pass, nobody there in a white jersey. Controlled and now taken away. Maxime Guillaume very quickly gets on the horse, comes across center ice, tried to dump it through the legs of Bryce French, and it didn't work. But the Wolves able to keep it in the zone. That's going to get lifted up off a stick and up and out of play. So we're going to get a timeout here on the ice. 7:30 remaining, period number 2 from the Watertown Municipal Arena. The Wolves up 4-2, picking up a goal here this evening. After the timeout, we get ready to go back to action. 7:30 remaining, period number 2. The Wolves up 4-2. Face-off 1 gets lifted all the way out of the zone. We'll head back to the Watertown end. Josh LaBelle has to race back. He'll pick it up. Oh, he left it right there on the doorstep. And it was right on the corner. Luke Cohen had to cover that one up as the HatTricks, one of the HatTricks right there, poked at it, thought he had it stuck in behind him, actually tried to do a little celebration to convince the official, but the official standing right there just shook his head no. But a mistake right there almost cost the Wolves. Face-off 1, Anderson control. Another quick shot, that went to the corner. Lane King had it. Now it comes off to Jemayeff, far side. Jemayeff comes cross ice. LaBelle controls. Slips it out to McDonald. McDonald slips in between a couple of players. He'll go right down to the right-hand side, left-hand side. Lets a quick shot go. McClendon is going to glove that one, and we get another stoppage in play. So 7:01 left, period number 2. Wolves continuing to outshoot the Danbury HatTricks here tonight, 10-7, period number 2, 21-17 total for the game. And I had to look up that note myself. My statistician isn't doing her job. I had to look it up myself. Now she's just looking at me. Lane King has the puck, got it out to McDonald at neutral ice. McDonald wheels right back into the Watertown end, now comes back out, slides it to Mafuz. That hit a body controlled by the HatTricks. They slide it all the way back down. LaBelle's going to end up with the puck for Watertown. He'll get it back to Lane King. King goes far side to McDonald. McDonald gains the zone, has to battle off a hard check coming in by John McDonald. So a couple of McDonalds going at it, and now we're going to get a penalty, and the Wolves are going to get a power play opportunity. John McDonald going after Justin McDonald, and John McDonald's going to get 2 minutes for hooking, taking McDonald off the puck. Faceoff's going to come down into the HatTricks end. It'll be just to the right of Frankie McClendon, our viewing vantage, his left-hand side. Puck comes out to Mafuz just inside the point, near side. He'll go cross ice to Tifu, back to Mafuz in the slot this time. He'll send it right on goal. That hit a stick, went to the corner. Levesque able to lift that one out. So back to pick it up will be Mafuz for the Watertown Wolves. Wolves coming out. Tifu got it to Guillaume. Guillaume down the right-hand side. Sends it to the front of the goal. McDonald couldn't reach out, get a stick on it. And that one gets poked off. Now Tobias Ojic back the other direction. Short-handed effort here for the HatTricks. Big save by Luke Cohen. A couple of opportunities for Ojic. And Cohen robs him twice. Jemayeff back the other way for Watertown. Sends it around. Got it back out to Ahmed Mafuz. Mafuz in deep to McDonald. McDonald on the half board. Comes back to Mafuz in the slot. 1:02 left in the power play. Mafuz unloads. That one turned aside by McClendon. Not out of the zone as it's kept in by Max Guillaume. He'll get it over to the near side. McDonald controls. Goes to the far point to Teeth. They switch sides. Oh, one-timer from Jemayeff. Maxime Guillaume got it back to Jemayeff again. Jemayeff in deep to Mafuz. Mafuz sends that one around to the far side. Levesque's going to be the first one there, though. He'll lift that one all the way down the ice. 28 seconds left in the man advantage for Watertown. Yannick Tifu skates out. Looks up, boys. Goes McKechnie, far side. McKechnie wheels in the corner. Stops, get it back to Lane King. King dodges a check there. Goes back to DiCostanzo. Back to King to DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo working with it. Got it back to Lane King. Gets it out to Tifu. Tifu's one-timer hit a skate. Never got all the way through. And now it gets poked up into the air. McDonald able to keep it in the zone, but now it does come outside the blue line. Bunnell had it for a second, taken away. McKechnie right to the offensive end again for Watertown. Left it for Chamelka, and then intercepted by Bunnell. He'll slide it to the near side. Got it onto the stick of McDonald. McDonald slides it forward as we're back to all even. His centering pass was broken up. Wolves right back the other direction. McKechnie, far side's got Josh LaBelle going with him. Josh LaBelle, the big defender, takes the puck to the corner, pokes it in behind the Watertown goal. Now he'll go back to the point. Left it for Justin McDonald in the corner. McDonald gets taken up and ends up with the puck. Centering pass to Jemayeff was broken up. Jemayeff races over, picks it up in the corner. He'll go towards the slot, puts it right on goal, turned aside. That one's going to get lifted all the way down to the Watertown end. Jemayeff going to race, or excuse me, LaBelle racing back. Long outlet pass for Mafuz. Mafuz is going to get hauled down going to the goal by Steve Brown. And we're going to get another power play opportunity for Watertown. No timeout on the ice here. Watertown. Steve Brown is going to sit down. 2 minutes on the board for holding as he took down Ahmed Mafuz on the way to the goal.
Plus, listening to tunes. It's your home to score. Watertown Wolves home game tickets all season long. It's Tunes 92.5 on your dial. You can also listen to tunes925.com. They're proud sponsors of the Watertown Wolves.
So face-off near circle controlled by McDonald. We go back to action. Wolves power play, third one of the evening. Quick shot. That one gloved by McLennan will get a stoppage in play. Excuse me. Quick shot from Ahmed Mafuz right in the slot. McLennan able to find it. And the face-off is going to come back to the near side again. Couple of late changes for Danbury. Johnny Ruiz skates out. He'll go to the face-off circle against McDonald. McDonald's going to win that back for Watertown. Got it back to Mafuz. Mafuz skates towards the goal, stops there, goes back to McDonald at the point. He'll slide over to the slot, goes to the far side to Yannick Tifu. Tifu controls, gives it back to McDonald. McDonald back to Mafuz in the slot. He'll go cross ice on a backhand. Tifo has to go get it on the half board. Dropped it there for LaBelle. Came back to Tifu. Tifu skates towards the front. Got it back to Mafuz. Mafuz to the far side. One-timer. That one missed off Max Guillaume's shot. And then it goes deep into the corner. McDonald comes back towards the short slot. Sends it in front. Puck down in front. Jemayeff couldn't control it. And now we come back the other direction. Daniluk just able to lift that down into the offensive end for the HatTricks. Puck back the other way. Guillaume had it poked off his stick. Comes back out over the line. So the Wolves have to get back onside. Yannick Tifu tried to shuffle that through. That one broken up. And now Nicole Levesque comes in. Short-handed effort. Lets a shot go. That one turned aside. They shoot and score! On the rebound, Corey Anderson's going to get a short-handed goal for the Danbury HatTricks to make it 4-3. Nicole Levesque with a quick shot go. Cohen made the rebound, but it came right back out in front and able to get it over to Corey Anderson, and Anderson's going to go top shelf, and the Danbury HatTricks going to get a short-handed goal here with 1:58 remaining in period number 2 with 45 seconds still left in the Watertown man advantage.
Danbury goal. A short-handed goal. His 18th goal of the season scored by number 27, Corey Anderson. Unassisted at 18 minutes, 2 seconds.
It's only the second short-handed goal the Wolves have given up this season.
His 18th goal of the season scored by
Josh LaBelle back, picks it up for Watertown. He'll look out. 1:33 remaining in the period. McKechnie comes through center ice, comes down the right-hand side, rifles it to the corner all the way around. Lane King control, got it back to LaBelle in the slot. He'll give it back to McKechnie, back to LaBelle. LaBelle's just going to let a shot go. That got tipped up into the air, hits the glass behind. Rocco Di Costanzo controls. Lane King able to get it back out to the front. Quick shot from McKechnie, and Frankie McLennan able to glove that one, and we get another stoppage in play. 1:09 left in the period. Power play is over. We're back to all even. Face-off will come to the near side. McDonald in for Watertown against Ruiz for Danbury. Watertown wins it. Came back to Jemayev. And then McDonald and Ruiz get tangled up. Ruiz able to slap it all the way around to the far side. Came back in, controlled by Lane King, and we're going to be offside. Got just outside the blue line. And King giving a little wry smile to the official, but we do get the offside call as he touched it right back into the offensive end. 4.2 seconds left in period number 2. Face-off right in front of our vantage point. Corey Anderson, McDonald into the circle. And it was Corey Anderson, I apologize, for the Danbury HatTricks, who controlled it the other direction. Josh LaBelle has it for Watertown. Has it taken away. Tobias Ochik controls. Centering pass. That one knocked down by Luke Cohen off a quick shot from Daniluk. HatTricks putting pressure on. Ojic got it back to Anderson near side. Got it to Daniluk. Daniluk get it back to Anderson in behind with 23 seconds left. The Wolves able to break this one up and now get it outside the zone. Mahfouz controls down the near side. Got it back to McDonald. McDonald tried to get it to Jemayev. That one turned aside by McClendon, and then it hits the stick. Going to come all the way out of the zone. 9 seconds left. Watertown's just going to lift it back to the offensive end. 3 seconds. That's going to be it for period number 2. Period number 2. Both teams able to get a goal here in the second frame. It'll be 4-3 after 40 minutes of play here in Watertown. The Wolves were able to make it 4-2 here at 10:26 of the period. Colin Chamelka nets a goal assisted by Yannick Tifu. That made it 4-2 Watertown on an even strength goal. And then, as we said, just at the 18:02 mark, Corey Anderson gets a shorthanded goal, making it 4-3. Still in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Shots on goal, period number 2. Watertown 18, 12 for the Danbury HatTricks. Totals for the game, 29 for Watertown, 22 for the Danbury HatTricks. The HatTricks 0 for 4 on power play opportunities here tonight. Watertown 0 for 2 on the extra man. So after 40 minutes of play here in Watertown, 4-3 is your score. We're going to take a short break here in Watertown. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Well, welcome back to period number 3 here at the Watertown Municipal Arena. I want to welcome you back inside. Wolves enjoying a 4-3 lead over the visiting Danbury HatTricks here this evening. My name is Jeff Barrett. Standing to my right, Eric Thorstein on our cameras again here this evening. I want to thank you for joining us. Each team getting a goal in period number 2 to make it 4-3 here. The Wolves continuing to outshoot Danbury in period number 2, 18-12 and 29-22 for the goal, or for the total, I should say, for the game. Well, Colin Chmelka got a goal for Watertown at 10:26 of the period, assisted by Yannick Tifu. That made it 4-2 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. And then Corey Anderson got a short-handed goal for the Danbury HatTricks at 18:02 of the period. That made it 4-3. Well, the next game for the Watertown Wolves here will be on February 2nd. That is on a Wednesday night. The Wolves and HatTricks will meet again this Friday in Danbury, Connecticut. Puck will drop at 7 o'clock. The Danbury HatTricks will travel to Binghamton on Saturday, and a week from tomorrow, they'll be back home on the 28th to face the Carolina Thunderbirds. Wolves looking to keep that win streak alive, looking for 13 in a row. So both teams back out on the ice. We get set for the third and final period here from Watertown. You said Brent Clark and the boys looking for win number 13 in a row. The last Wolves loss was to the Danbury HatTricks back on December 8th in Danbury. The last time the Wolves ended up in the loss column. So back to center ice, puck will be dropped, and we will go the final 20 minutes of a regulation here in Watertown. Kodiak White Duck lifts it into the offensive end. Luke Cohen out of his goal, settled it down, left it there for Lane King. He got it over to Mafuz. Mafuz to McDonald. McDonald goes cross ice to the corner, settles the puck down there, but it's going to go right back out on the far side. Gets back outside the zone to Jemayev, back to McDonald, back to LaBelle as he'll settle down in the Watertown end. Long outlet pass for Jemayev, just backhands it into the offensive end. Going to give chase is Ahmed Mafuz. He left it there for Jemayev. Jemayev gets taken down by Steve Brown. Now they'll battle for the loose puck along the corner. Coming away with it was Tobias Ochik. Got it to White Duck. Slides it out to Nikola Levesque near side. He'll dump it into the offensive end. And the HatTricks changing on the fly. LaBelle in behind the Watertown goal. Dustin Jessau, I should say, all over him. And the puck does come out down the near side, the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing call. So they'll skate it all the way back to the Watertown end. Faceoff's going to come to the near side. Our right, looking at Luke Cohen, his left-hand side. Into the faceoff circle, Cole McKechnie for Watertown against Johnny Ruiz. Puck still down on the ice underneath Ruiz, and McKechnie's going to pull it away. LaBelle will control for Watertown. Got it out to Justin Coachman. Coachman's going to go all the way cross ice to Yannick Tifu. Tifu's just going to dump it into the corner. McKechnie will give chase from there. McKechnie ends up with it, but Ruiz took it away as he tried to center it. So Corey Anderson will control far side, sends it all the way back, cross ice to the near side, gathered up by Bryce French. Slides it out to the near side, tipped forward. French tried to get it to the offensive end, couldn't quite get it there. Now Jessau is going to get taken, or Anderson's going to get taken off on the far side. He'll control the puck, trying to get around Chemelka. Chemelka takes him to the boards. Big collision here between Jessow and Chemelka. Anderson will control, backs it out, goes right to the short slot, lets the shot go. That one turned aside by Luke Cohen, and a rebound in front, got poked back in front, and Cohen will grab that one, will get a stoppage in play. 17:58 remaining in regulation.
It's going to orange ticket number 417 612 417 612. Congratulations, you won the match 50-50.
Faceoff's going to go to the far side. One back to the point, controlled by Dimitri Daniluk. He'll send that one all the way around. Anderson's going to corral it in the corner, but he'll get taken up by Rocco DiCostanzo. DiCostanzo gives it to Pridgett. Pridgett tried to slide it out, not out of the zone. Anderson controls in the slot, winds up, lets the shot go. Whistle before that. He actually beat Luke Cohen right through the 5-hole to the back of the net, but the whistle had sounded before that. And the face-off's going to come outside to the circle. Not sure if Luke Cohen reacted to the whistle and the shot beat him, or if he didn't actually see that. Face-off goes back in. Corey Anderson gives chase. He'll get into the back of Mikhail Pridgett, and then they'll both go down to the ice. DiCostanzo able to poke it along. Maxime Guillaume goes down the right side. He'll lift it all the way across ice. Brandon Day, the first one to get to it for Watertown. Circles around to the half board. Now out to the point. Drops it backhand. Guillaume in behind. Tried to get it back to DiCostanzo in front. Brandon Day will control. Sends that one back behind the goal as Day fell down. Now it comes back out through center ice. White Duck goes down to the far side. Gets taken off the puck by Jemayev. And it gets lifted back into the Watertown end. So racing back to pick it up. Cudmore had it for Watertown, and then it slips out to the near side. Jemayev able to poke it outside the zone. White Duck's just going to send it back in. The HatTricks had to get back on, so the puck controlled by Cudmore, near side for Watertown. He'll come down the left-hand side, just going to lift that one on goal. That's gloved by McClendon. He'll hold on to it. We'll get a stoppage in play. 16:33 remaining in period number 3. Wolves up by 1 here.
So tonight's winning ticket for the Watertown Wolves jersey, pink ticket, 970-277. 970-277. If that's your pink ticket, you win tonight's Watertown Wolves jersey.
Take it down. That was me. Lane King lets a shot go. That one went all the way through. Comes out to neutral ice. Tobias Ochik poked it forward. Wolves able to take it right back. Jemayev back to the offensive side, out to the slot. Lets a shot go. That's going to go off the stick of John McDonald and up and out of play. So the faceoff's going to go to the far side. 16-13 remaining in regulation here at Watertown. McDonald and Ruiz to the faceoff circle respectively for their teams. Puck goes to the corner. McDonald and Ruiz go to get it. Gets poked along to the near side. McDonald gathers it up there, gets poked along. Does come out to neutral ice. Josh LaBelle able to get it because Lane King made a nice play to tip it forward. Jemayev back to the offensive side, couldn't control. It comes back out. Jessow plays it off a high stick. Kept it down though. So Steve Brown will control far side. Gets it back to the near corner to Dimitri Daniluk. Daniluk's going to send that one down. That was tipped into the offensive end. Jemayev will control. Both teams changing on the fly here. Long outlet pass. Yannick Tifu steps inside the blue line. Far side for Watertown. Gets taken off the puck. McKechnie goes to get it. He'll send it all the way around. Coachman's going to take it off the half board. Sends it back to Tifu in behind. Tifu controls the puck. Centering pass coming to McKechnie couldn't get a stick on it. Racing out to the near side. Kuznetsov sends it to the offensive end. and then it was controlled there by Anderson. Couldn't get a shot off. Centering pass came back to McKechnie. McKechnie into the offensive end. Puck taken away by Bryce French, sent back out. Corey Anderson controls near side, sends that one on goal. That one's just going to get turned aside by Luke Cohen, and the Wolves looking to skate with it. Puck comes to D. Costanzo. He'll come down the slot, drops it to Tifu, far side, lets it go all the way across the front of the goal. Chimelka's going to gather it up, drops it up to the point to King. King gives it back to Chimelka on the half board. He'll settle it down there, goes cross ice to LaBelle. LaBelle's just going to send it deep in to Tifu in behind the goal. Tifu skates out near side, comes to the slot, stopping with it there and then sending it right back to the corner. Chimelka goes to pick it up for Watertown. Skates out on the far side, backs it in behind to D. Costanzo, skips over his stick. Lane King able to keep it in the zone. Maxime Guillaume with some great hustle there to go to get the puck. But Nicola Levesque will control for the HatTricks. Levesque had it, got it out to center, but then Josh LaBelle able to lift that one right back in to the offensive end. Dustin Jessow skates out of the zone, comes to the near side, and he's going to take a leg, and we're going to get a tripping call as Jessow's going to get taken off. And a big tripping call right here. Rocco Di Costanzo sticks the leg out. And 2 minutes will go on the board. A 2-minute tripping call to Rocco Di Costanzo. So the Danbury HatTricks going to get their 5th power play opportunity of the evening. 2 minutes up on the board. The Wolves still controlling by 1. A 4-3 is your score. So 13:52 remaining in regulation. Lane King, alternate captain for the Watertown Wolves, over here having a discussion with the officials here. They will all skate away from that brief meeting, and the faceoff will go to the Watertown end. So faceoff far side, McKechnie into the circle against Anderson for the HatTricks. Puck loose down on the ice. Wolves able to poke that one down. So Frankie McClendon all the way out of his goal settles the puck down for Johnny Ruiz. 1:49 left in the HatTricks man advantage. Ruiz skates out left side behind his own goal. Gets the puck right back from Levesque and then tries to send it into the zone. That's going to go into the Watertown bench, and we get a stoppage in play. 13:30 remaining in period number 3. 1:39 left in the 5th power play opportunity here for the Danbury HatTricks tonight. HatTricks 0 for 4 on power plays tonight. They do have one shorthanded goal on the evening. Faceoff came back to Justin Coachman. He's just going to lift that on ice, bounces it up into the glove of Frankie McClendon. He'll send that one in behind his own goal. Leaves the puck there. Now skating out is John McDonald. McDonald goes across ice. Got it to Tyler Ojek. Ojek got it. Lost it back into his own end. So out of the zone, Ojek overskated the pass. Keeps it in the zone. Came back to Ojek near side, got it to Brown. Down deep into Kuznetsov, and it's controlled on the far side. McDonald has it. Comes back to Atwell near side. Atwell back out on the ice after being hurt early in period number 1. Gets it back to Ojek at the half board. His shot hit Coachman on the leg. And the Wolves able to lift that one out, and they'll go for a change. 28 seconds left in the man advantage. Watertown with a shorthanded effort there. Justin McDonald with a shot on goal. Turned aside by Frankie McClendon. Now Ahmed Nafuz causes the turnover. The Wolves keep it in. McDonald rifles one, scores! Justin McDonald's going to get a shorthanded goal, and the Wolves make it 5-3. Justin McDonald from Ahmed Mahfouz, shorthanded goal, and the Wolves are up 5-3. 12:06 remaining in period number 3, and the Wolves expand the lead to 2 goals once again. Lane King controls off the face-off. Long outlet pass. Mahfouz has it near side. Waits for Watertown to get back on side. Now he'll dump it around. Penalty is over. We are back to all even. So each team with a shorthanded goal here tonight. Mahfouz back to the offensive side for Watertown. Tried to get it out in front. Puck skirts out off the blue line on the far side. McDonald controls for Watertown. Gets it back to Jemayev. Jemayev down the near side. Beats a couple of defenders. He'll drag it to the front of the goal. Centering pass coming. McDonald couldn't control. Goal's going to come off the mooring down there as McClendon slid from left to right. Took the pipe with him. And we get a stoppage in play.
7 minutes and 54 seconds. Watertown goal, a shorthanded goal, their second goal of the evening.
Face-off near side, controlled in behind by the HatTricks. Now it's taken away by Maxime Guillon. He and Ruiz battling for the loose puck along with Dimitri Daniluk. That one's going to get sent the length of the ice. Luke Cohen out of his goal, just going to settle it down now. He'll send it down the ice. Got it right onto the stick of Brandon Day, and then Day's going to get taken off the puck. It's going to go all the way around to the far side. Gathered up there by Steve Brown. Brown's just going to dump it to the offensive end. He'll take a big hit. Almost ended up in the Watertown bench. Justin Coachman controls. Got it to Slaketka. Nolan Slaketka looks to skate out. Got it to Day. That one was broken up. Tried to get it to Day, I should say. And Tobias Ojic's just going to send it right back to the offensive side for the HatTricks. Out to the near point. Brown control. Got it back to Levesque. So Levesque put it right in front of the goal. White Duck was there. Couldn't control it. Went off his body. Will was able to lift that one out to center. And now Brandon Day's going to get tripped going across center ice right in front of God and everybody. And the Wolves take it down and score anyway. Yannick Tifu is going to get his first goal as a Watertown Wolf. My apologies, his second goal as a Watertown Wolf. And the Wolves make it, they double it up 6-3 with 10:24 remaining in regulation. McKechnie right back to the attack for Watertown. Collision in behind, loose puck. Jamelka backs it out in front. Tifo again puts that one on goal, turned aside by McClendon. Rebound goes out far side. Tifo got it back to Progent. Progent let a shot go. Controlled it there by Daniluk able to get it out towards the center ice. Controlled by Cudmore for Watertown, slid that one forward. Jamelka couldn't get a stick on it. Then it's sent all the way back to the offensive end as the HatTricks go for a line change. Big rebound all the way around. Jesso went racing in to get it, but Progent controlled it there. Now Cudmore is going to settle the puck in behind the Watertown goal. He'll hold on to it there with 9:27 remaining in regulation. Cudmore behind, slides it out to Progent. Progent's long outlet pass hit Ahmed Mahfouz on the stick and then rolled right up onto the chest of Alexander Jemayev. They both lost sight of it. And then the puck's going to get in offside, and we'll get a stoppage in play. So another timeout on the ice here, 9:15 remaining in regulation here from the Watertown Municipal Arena. So Yannick Tifu going to get credited with a goal. 10:06 of the period. Assisted, at 9:36 of the period. Unassisted. So 9:15 remaining. Both teams making their way back out onto the ice. Faceoff's going to come to the near side. Into the faceoff circle, it will be Johnny Ruiz for the Danbury HatTricks. Skating in for Watertown, looks like it'll be J-Mac, Justin McDonald. He'll go to the circle. And McDonald's going to get tossed. Jemayev will skate in. It's one to the side. Steve Brown will control for Danbury. He'll send it around behind his own goal. Wolves able to keep it in. Lane King, far side, just sent that one across the front of the goal. Nobody got a stick on it. Now it gets poked out to the near side, kept in by Jemayev. Outlet pass broken up. LaBelle controlled. Tried to slide it forward. It was kicked by Ruiz, who lost a stick, and then gathered up behind by Mafuz. Gets it out to Lane King, far half board, puts it in front of the goal. That redirected when it popped above the goal and came out and then sent right back in behind. Battle for the loose puck. Ruiz able to poke it along. Jemaev's going to end up with it. Send right past to Mafuz, a one-timer and a huge save by Frankie McClendon. Mafuz just wheels around, and you can see the look on his face like, man, what do I got to do? A beautiful pass from Jemaev and a one-timer by Mafuz, but Frankie McClendon diving forward puts that big catcher up there, and he'll grab it, and we get a stoppage play. 8:34 remaining in regulation. Wolves up by 3. Face off near side again. It is Anderson against McDonald. McDonald sends it back across the front of the goal. Nobody there, so the outlet pass comes to Anderson. He'll go down the left-hand side, just going to rifle that one towards the goal. Big rebound, come all the way around. So McDonald control, tried to slide it forward. That hit a skate and went right back to the Watertown end. On his way out of the zone, I should say, Corey Anderson. Puck hit him on the skate. He was offside. Tried to step over it, but it did make contact, so the faceoff's going to come just outside the circle. So it'll be Anderson and McDonald to the faceoff. Anderson's going to win that for Danbury. Sends it cross ice. Daniluk just going to lift it into the offensive end, but Lane King will control for Watertown. Now Josh LaBelle's going to lift that one all the way down the ice. That's going to get an icing call as it slid by the far side of the goal. So 8:04 remaining in regulation here, as the Wolves look for win number 13 in a row. Try to keep that winning streak going. Face off far side. McDonald into the circle against Anderson one more time. And again, McDonald's going to get tossed from the circle. This time Mafuz will go in for Watertown. Mafuz going to win that one back to Josh LaBelle. LaBelle slides it around to Lane King. King, long outlet pass touched up by McDonald, but then controlled by Danbury. Mafuz almost had a takeaway, did get it back to him, to himself, I should say. Got it to McDonald, out to LaBelle at the point. He'll just rifle that one towards the front of the goal. Big rebound off the dasher as it poked right back out in front. And now we're going to get a stoppage again. Looked like the goal again coming off behind Frankie McClendon. From our vantage point here, the goal at the left end of the arena does have a history of popping off relatively easily. That's where the visitor goalkeeper is twice during the night through 2 periods. And it does come off quite routinely here. I know they've worked on it a few different times. It's been actually a lot better this year, but it does still pop once in a while. Ahmed Mafuz able to lift that one way up into the air, gets it down the ice. Aaron Atwell out to play it. Got it back to neutral ice. Ruiz controlled there. Drop pass. Got it back to Jessel. Jessel fires one, missed on the far side. Big rebound all the way out to neutral ice. Jemayev racing up, picks it up for Watertown. He'll go down the right-hand side. Atwell all over his back as he controls it, centering pass to Guillaume. Guillaume a little hot off his stick, couldn't control it there, so Jessau ends up with the puck. Comes back through center ice, avoids a check from Brandon Day. Jessau skates all the way around, and then Coachman takes him to the boards with Jessau control. Now he'll send it over to Brown, far side. Brown lets a shot go. That redirected in front. Cohen able to find it, tips it to the corner. Ruiz controls. He'll wheel back through his own end. Got it back to Levesque in front, and then settled down from there. Not out of the zone, though. Brown has it right in his lap, and the Wolves able to take this one away. As Guillaume is going to come out, and now we got a couple of guys squaring up right in front of the Watertown goal. That is Dustin Jessau and Justin Coachman. A little pushing and shoving there, and it doesn't look like anything's going to come from this as they are both escorted away from each other. And now Jessau goes to the Watertown bench, and he goes after one of the Wolves players. And now Lane King has had enough of that. He and Dustin Jessau are now going to get tangled up. They go down at center ice, right on the red line. Jessau ends up laying on top. Nobody actually got a decent punch off, as the officials went crashing to the ice with them. So they're tangled up there. Justin Coachman and Steve Brown, a little hug fest that they will both skate away from. And Jessau and King still entangled down here on the ice. Jessau not letting go of King's sweater as the official just dragging Dustin Jessau across the ice, and he's not letting go. And now he's tangled with one of the officials on the far side. Dustin Jessau just took an official down to the ice, and now he's got three officials with their arms wrapped around him, escorting him. And he's got an official going right down the tunnel with him. Dustin Jessau has been excused, apparently, as he will head back down the tunnel. And now we got a discussion in behind. Jessau's trying to make his way into the Watertown bench from behind. There is doorways connecting both benches to that back tunnel there, and Jessau's trying to make his way back up, I should say. And our vantage point here gives us a great view of that tunnel all the way back to the hallway to the locker room. And Dustin Jessau finally looks like he's made it back to the locker room doors. He hasn't gone any farther. He's still in the hallway back there. Lane King's going to come over. He will sit down in the penalty box, obviously, for Watertown, but he's getting a great round of applause from the partisan crowd here in Watertown. So we've still got a bunch of officials on the benches or in the hallway, and so we've got an extended delay here, 6:27 remaining in regulation. And this will take a second to straighten all this out. But I will tell you, Dustin Jessau got wrapped up with one of the officials, took the official down to the ice with him, and then three officials were bear hugging him and walking him right off the ice, and had to actually wrestle him off the ice up into the tunnel. Obviously, temper's starting to flare. Dustin Jessau spent a little time in Watertown a couple of seasons back, and so he knows quite a few of the skaters on the Watertown side. And the one that he squared up with at first was Justin Coachman. Coachman doesn't normally back away from anybody, but he stood there just having a couple of words with him. And then he went after Dustin Jessau, I should say, went after one of the Watertown Wolves players, Nolan Slaketka, over in front of the Watertown bench, and then Lane King had seen enough. He jumped in and tangled it up with Jessau. They both went immediately to the ice. The officials right there on top of them, so nobody really got a decent punch off, at least from our vantage point. We couldn't see it. And from there, that's when all the craziness broke loose. And now it looks like calmer heads will prevail. Things have calmed down on the benches. A lot of conversations going on around the ice. Captain Justin McDonald and Captain Johnny Ruiz both sitting here in front of our scorer's booth, waiting for the explanation, I should say, from our officials. They're both having a good laugh with it. They came over and actually looked at each other and faked like they were going to throw their gloves down. They both started laughing. and a couple other conversations on the far side. Nicole Levesque was having a conversation with a couple of the Wolves players. Levesque, again, another former Wolf a few years back here in Watertown. So things have calmed down now. 6-3 is your score, 6:27 remaining in regulation here from the Watertown Municipal Arena, and still waiting to get the official explanation on this. We do have up on the board a 5-minute major for Lane King for fighting, and obviously Dustin Jessow will get a 5 for fighting as well, and then we'll just wait to see what the rest of the calls will be. Now, Justin Coachman, meantime, all with this going on, Coachman has come over and he has sat down in the Watertown penalty box. So obviously we will wait for official announcements here on the penalties. So McDonald for Watertown, Ruiz for Danbury, both continuing to have conversations with our officials here tonight. Mike Mahaney and Steve Cook explaining everything to both captains. They'll all skate away, and we'll get ready to go back to action. So the face-off will go to the Danbury end. So Michael Lopez sitting in the penalty box for the Danbury HatTricks. Justin Coachman, Lane King, both in penalty box on this side for Watertown.
He receives 2 minutes for roughing, 2 minutes for instigating, 5 minutes for fighting, a 10-minute misconduct for official official, and a game misconduct for
Puck out to Mafuz at the slot. He'll give it back to McDonald. McDonald shot turned off the stick of Frankie McClendon. Controlled near side. Tifu has it. Had it poked along. Guillaume tried to control. Jemayev ends up with a loose puck right in front. Guillaume comes to the short slot area. Skates right in front. Lets a shot go. That's going to go off the shoulder of Frankie McClendon. Up into the netting and out of play. We get a stoppage here. 5:46 left in regulation. But I didn't get them all, but they just listed the penalties for Dustin Jessow, and it's a laundry list of offenses, and we will get that all to you here in just a second. So McDonald controls near side for Watertown. Got it to Guillaume. Guillaume comes to the front of the goal. Had that one turned aside. Going to get lifted all the way down. So out of his goal, Luke Cohen's going to settle that down for Watertown. He'll leave it there for Yannick Tifu. Tifu just tripped and fell down all by himself, and then he had a good laugh with it. McDonald out the near side, got it to Jemayev forward. That one all the way tipped around. Maxime Guillaume had it taken away. Now it gets lifted down the ice. It's going to go all the way down to the Watertown end again. Controlled by Luke Cohen. He'll get it back to Tifu. Tifu to Mafuz, far side. Mafuz jumps into the offensive end. Stops at the half board. Tried to get it to McDonald. Passed too far in front of him. McDonald couldn't get a control of it. Got it back to Maxime Guillaume in the slot. He'll put the brakes on. Sends it far side. Half board to Mafuz. Mafuz gives it to McDonald. They replace each other on the far side. Now it comes back to Tifu. He'll skate to the far point. McDonald skates towards the front. Tifu lets a shot go. Turned aside by McClendon. Rebound near side. Gathered up by Justin McDonald. He'll send it across to Tifu. Tifu puts it back in front. McDonald tried to get it back to Jemayev. Jemayev got knocked down. Puck back the other direction. Skating to the offensive end, going down was Michael Lopez. He'll get taken off and head back the other direction. So officially what we have is Dustin Jessow gets 2 minutes for roughing, 2 minutes for instigating, and 5 for fighting, and a 10-minute game misconduct for Dustin Jessow. Lane King gets 5 for fighting, and Justin Coachman 2 for roughing, is I believe all we're going to have for official penalties here. Big collision between McKechnie and White Duck in John McDonald in the offensive end. Levesque controls, comes back the other way. He'll go from right to left. Slokecka keeps an eye on him. Levesque backs it in, goes backhand. That one above the goal. Came all the way back out. John McDonald sends it back in front of the goal. That one redirected before it got through. Centering pass to Bunnell. That was broken up. Now Chamelka able to lift it back towards center ice. McDonald has to come back, pick it up for the HatTricks. 3:06 remaining. Regulation. HatTricks control near side, trailing by 3. Tobias Ochik goes to the corner. Turn, tried to send it behind the goal. Did. Daniluk sends it all the way out on the far side. Centering pass, that was Kuznetsov. Sent it all the way through. McDonald tried to slide it back. Centering pass was broken up by Ahmed Mahfouz. Now Mahfouz going to send that one out of the zone. Now he and Tobias Ochik have a couple of words with each other as the puck gets lifted all the way down into the Danbury end. Jemayev had it taken away behind the goal. Corey Anderson has it. Wolves intercept that, but then it comes right back onto the stick as Kuznetsov races out for the hat-trick. Centering pass right in front. That one got redirected, missed on the far side. As Cohen reached for it, it slid right by. Anderson lets a shot go again, missed on the far side. Gathered up by Rocco DiCostanzo. He'll get it to Alexander Jemayev. Jemayev's going to lift that one forward. McDonald will give chase from there. It's going to go all the way around the backside and lift it out of the zone. Ruiz had it go over his stick. Couldn't control as we're under 2 minutes to play in regulation. Mikhail Bridgent sends it out far side. Got it all the way down to the offensive end, but John McDonald, will control for the HatTricks. Gets sent back in. Steve Brown settles the puck down, sends it back to McDonald, far side. He'll lift that towards the center. Bunnell has it, but lost control of it, and then it's taken away by Nolan Slokecka. Slokecka to the offensive end. He's got Tifu crashing towards the front of the goal. Let a shot go. McClendon able to turn that one away, and then Slokecka got knocked down behind. Puck gets poked outside of the zone. Tifu back. Levesque takes it away. Walks right to the front of the goal, and he's backhanded. And Luke Cohen's going to make a huge save. And now Tifu and Levesque are going to square off in the corner. A little pushing and shoving. And that one will get broken up just as quickly as it started. Still a lot of people over there having words with each other, but now they will begin to skate away. 1:15 remaining in regulation. Wolves up by 3. So our final timeout of the night on the ice are under 5. A timeout, 1:15 left in regulation. So the penalties, and we'll get back to that now while we've got a second. Justin Coachman got 2 minutes for roughing. Lane King, 5 for fighting. Those are the penalties to the Watertown Wolves. For the Danbury HatTricks, Dustin Jessow is going to get 5 minutes for fighting, 2 minutes for instigating, 2 minutes for roughing, a 10-minute game misconduct for verbal abuse of an official. That one will bring a suspension as well. You've seen that one used a lot this year by the officials, that misconduct, verbal abuse of an official, and that brings an automatic suspension. Guys have had to be a little bit more careful this year. So far side face-off, controlled by Watertown. LaBelle gets it back behind to Nolan Slokecka. Slokecka tried to lift it out of the zone, taken away by Anderson. He'll let a shot go, missed on the far side. LaBelle for Watertown, back to McKechnie. McKechnie holds behind with 1 minute to play. Now he'll skate out Skated out, held on to it for a second, got it back to Josh LaBelle. LaBelle out of the zone to Day to Chemelka, right back to Day. Tried to get it to Chemelka. Pass was behind him. Wolves dragged it right on the front. Chemelka with another opportunity. Missing on the far side. Puck all the way back down to the Watertown end. Josh LaBelle out of the goal. 22 seconds to play as the Wolves look for win number 13 in a row. Brandon Day's just going to drag it to the offensive end. Went across the front of the goal. 10 seconds left. Puck controlled far side. Steve Brown has it. Gets it back to Nicola Levesque. Levesque's just going to rifle one in. And the horn will sound. Well, the horn sounds and the Wolves are going to come away with a 6-3 win here over the Danbury HatTricks. Well, the Wolves to center ice to salute their fans here this evening. A hard-fought battle. The Danbury HatTricks got on the board first, 2:06, period number 1. Nicola Levesque assisted by Kodiak White Duck. That made it 1-0. And then just 43 seconds later, Brandon Day evened it up with a goal with an assist by Maxime Guillon. The Wolves got another goal at 9:31 of the period by Rocco DiCostanzo, assisted by Brandon Day and Mikhail Projet. That made it 2-1 in favor of Watertown. At the 11:37 mark, Nicola Levesque got his second goal of the evening, assisted by Aaron Atwell, knotting the game up at 2 goals apiece. And then Watertown will get one back at 14:50 of the period. Justin McDonald assisted by Alexander Jamea and Ahmed Mahfouz. That made it 3-2 in favor of the Watertown Wolves, and that's the way period number 1 would end. Period number 2, the Wolves will get a 2-goal advantage as Colin Chemelka netted a goal at 10:26 of the period, assisted by Yannick Tifu and by Nolan Saketka. That made it 4-2 in favor of Watertown. But then Corey Anderson would get a shorthanded goal at 18:02 of the period, on a shorthanded effort to make it 4-3. That's the way period number 2 would end. Period number 3, Justin McDonald nets another goal on the year, goal number 29. A shorthanded effort of his own at 7:54. That made it 5-3 in favor of Watertown. And then on an odd play to wrap things up, Yannick Tifu nets a goal unassisted, I should say, makes it 6-3 in favor of the Watertown Wolves. Power play opportunities tonight. The Danbury HatTricks go 0 for 7 on power plays. Watertown 0 for 5 on the extra man. Watertown outshot Danbury 10-7, period number 3. Totals for the game, 39 for Watertown, 29 for the Danbury HatTricks. Well, both teams will travel to Danbury on Friday night. That game will start at 7 o'clock between your Watertown Wolves and the Danbury HatTricks. Watertown Wolves won't play again until February 2nd on a Wednesday night when they're back here in Watertown to take on the Binghamton Black Bears. We want to thank you for joining us here for Watertown Wolves hockey this evening. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself on this Wednesday evening watching our action here from Watertown. For Eric Thorstein and Thunder Force Media, for the Watertown Wolves, my name is Jeff Barrett. Thank you for joining us here tonight for Wolves hockey. Have a great rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen.